Hi Crafty Peeps, it's Deb here with Creative Life, and today we are on our second card with the Cardology Box for January. So I just wanted to go over what I'm going to be using. I picked out some of the ephemera from your Cardology Box that you get. So we might be using a few of these items or maybe all of them. Went ahead and picked out another little doily that you will have in your ephemera, and I went ahead and embossed that with my embossing folder. And then you'll be using one of your regular cards. It's a cream colored card, and then a few of the 6.5 by 6.5 sheets from the Kaiser Craft Ooh La La set. So, and then we'll add some other stuff in as we go along. Okay. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this down, okay, to fit in here. Now this card I cut down just a tad because it was just a little bit longer than what I needed, and so I just went ahead and cut it down to, I think it was like 4 7/8. So it's 4 7/8 by I think it's 6 7/8. So that's the card size that I'm using. Okay, so since this is 4 7/8 here, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to 4 3/4. So we'll go ahead and cut this down here. Okay, just need to move a few things out of the way. So 4 3/4. And today is after Christmas, so I hope you all had a nice Christmas. And lots of fun with family and friends. We had the kids over, so that was fun. And of course, our second Christmas with the baby. So, okay, so here we're going to go ahead and tape this down. I'm going to go ahead and ink the mat first, okay? So I'm going to ink it with Powder Puff Tahiti is what I'm using. Okay, and this is just a chalk ink. Okay, and I thought some color would look nice on this. So as well, I'll be doing, it's kind of like a, I don't know, a vintagey card, I guess, but with some color. So we're going to stick that on here just like that. Okay, I think I'm going to flip it around this way. Okay, so and just go ahead and mat that down just like that, and I'm going to push it up just a tad because down here I'm going to do another base. It's something else is what we're going to do. So okay, so there you go. So there's that, and then the next part we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab one of the 6.5 by 6.5 printed sheets, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I think we'll cut this down to about sorry, I should have had all my measurements figured out, but I didn't do that before I started my card. Let's go ahead and cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we'll start off with that first. So 4 1/4. Okay, by 5 1/2. And I'm going to show you a technique that, I mean, some of you might know this already, but some of you may be new to card making. So what I usually do is I go ahead and I crumple up my paper, and so I'm just going to go ahead and crumple it up. Okay. And there's no right or wrong way to crumple up your paper, so you just want to go ahead and crumple that up. Okay. And it's okay if you get torn edges. Okay. So because we're going to kind of rough them up anyway. So then you're going to go ahead and just undo your paper like this and see how you get some of those torn edges, and that's okay. So okay, and this is one of the techniques, like I said, that I like to do. And then you're going to go ahead and get a bone folder, or, you know, if you have something that can rough up your edges. Used to have a, oh, here we go. I have a nail file that I keep. So I just go ahead and I use that right on the edges of my card. Okay, or not my card, my paper here, to kind of rough it up a little bit. And some of you might have, you know, one of those tools that actually do that for you. You can use that. I don't have one, and I keep meaning to get one, but I just, it's just not on my priority list. So, I always forget, or I see something else that I'm like, oh, I'd rather have that instead. So, so anyway, so you just go ahead and you keep roughing up your edges until you get it to where, how you like it, okay? All the way around your cardstock here. And I would use my water, and I have usually a spritzer, but I think that it got taken out of my room. So okay, so there you go. So, and you can go ahead and, you know, get your file and then just go over your paper, kind of make it rough, kind of get some more roughness to your paper, just like that. Okay, so then next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our tea dye ink from Tim Holtz. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and go over it. Okay. And I have a mat that I usually lay down, but I have a bunch of stuff on top of my mat. so I can't get it out right now. I told you I didn't really, you know, I didn't think about certain things before I started my card. So that's okay. That's why we have wipies nearby to wipe our hands down. So, okay, so you just keep going around your design paper until you get it to where, how you like it, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and then we're just going to tape that onto our card, okay? And actually, I think what I might do is I might just, I like to fold over my edges sometimes. Okay, so that, and okay. It just kind of gives it more like a vintagey look or old look, I think. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and glue that on. So okay. Okay, and that out like that. And then we're going to go ahead and you're going to get one of your, actually you're going to use this sticker right here, okay, and we are going to go ahead and remove that. Actually, we just need a little bit of this, so we don't need the whole thing, probably till about the middle of it. So if you wanted to, not even the middle, let's see here, where's my cord? So probably about 5.5. We'll just cut it at 5.5 right there. So if you wanted to mark it with your pencil or something so you know where to cut it. Okay. Okay, and then what we're going to do is I'm just going to use a scrap piece of paper. Actually, just use this one. And we're going to go ahead and lay that down on top of it. Okay. And then we're just going to go ahead and cut that out. Okay. And you can cut a straight line. You don't have to cut it, you know, to the little wavy lines that are in there on the sticker. You can just cut it straight. That's fine. Because actually it's just going to be kind of like a pocket. And we may even have to cut it down some. So, yeah. So we'll cut this down till about right there. I think, what was that, at 4 1/4? I think that's what we cut it at. 4 3/4. So, so basically, I'll just go ahead and get our cutter again. 4 3/4. Okay, and there you go. So that'll go down there like that. Okay. And you can go ahead and stretch this out a little bit, just so that way your little card can fit inside of there, because that's what we're going to use. So we're going to go ahead and do a cut apart and some other things. So you'll just use a little bit of glue on the bottom, or if you have some score tape, you'll just go ahead and put that on the back of there. Okay. And you can put some up here front, on the sides. Okay. And I forgot, I want to go ahead and ink that, so I'm going to go ahead and ink it in blue. Okay, and then we're just going to lay that down right at the bottom of your card. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then we're also going to use some of our flowers that we've got in our box. So we're going to go ahead and use a couple of these. I think on top here, I'm going to set that one there. I think these are so cute. So we're just going to set that one there like that. Okay, so just go ahead and get your art glitter glue and stick that there like that. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and ink this up. Okay, and with this one, I think I was going to go ahead and use some of this Bow Bunny Island Mist that you can find in Tamara's shop. It's the Bow Bunny Pearl Essence, so you can go ahead and use some of that. And I'm just going to put this on a scrap piece of paper. Okay, and grab a little brush or a little spongy, whatever you have, and I'm just going to dip that, and I'm just going to paint that right on. Actually, you know what? Probably better if I just did it like this. And these are really nice to have around because you can add these to accent any type of flower, ephemera that you've got. You can use these, and I think on a couple of my past videos I showed y'all how to use them as little pearls, on other cards or items that I had made in the past. They're very nice, very nice. And I love the way that they have that sheen to them. So they're just so pretty. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and you can actually use your heat gun to dry these. So that's the other neat thing about these. So you don't have to set it aside to dry. You can just grab your heat gun. So it's going to get a bit loud here, and I'll tune it. I think that should be good. Let's see here. Grab a wipey to wipe my hands real quick. See if this comes off my hands. I told you guys I get messy when I craft. So, okay. So there we go. So, okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and set that right up here. Okay. Right there. So you're just going to go ahead and put some glue on that. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and use this here, I think. And it says treasure time spent together. And I think I want to put this down here. Okay. And actually, I think I want to put it up there like that. But I'm going to go ahead and ink this little clock. Okay. And I'm going to pop the clock up, push this down. We're going to go ahead and ink this up a little bit. Okay. And so you'll need your pop dots or your 3D foam mounting tape, whatever you use. Okay. And go ahead and put that right on the back of there. Okay. And then I think we're going to go ahead and use a couple of little things inside of our pocket here. Okay. I have this little bird I want to put on here too, so not quite sure where I want to put him yet. I think down here is where I want to put him. Okay. So for our little ephemera that go inside of our little pocket, you make life beautiful. I like this one. Okay, so that's the one we're using. So we're going to go ahead and push our card aside. Some of my other stuff here, so I can cut these out. Okay. So there's that, and that might be a little bit too big, I think. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and stick with this little one here, and I think it'll just be perfect. So and then I think what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I think I want to just attach that bird just like this. And I think that goes well together because it says treasure time spent together. And it says you make life beautiful. So I really think that is perfect. I think that goes really well together. So go ahead and put that just like that. And then we'll go ahead and add this bird in there. Or maybe we'll just add a flower. Maybe some flowers. Around here like that. And then for the inside, you can go ahead and just add one of these little cut aparts here. And we're going to go ahead and cut that out. Up, and that'll leave you some room on the bottom to go ahead and sign your name or put, you know, another little message on there, you know, whatever you choose. And I was going to actually use the other ink on this. Let's see if it'll work. Mix it in. Okay. So, okay, so there's your card. So there's the inside of your card, and you can add another sentiment if you want to. There's plenty of sentiments in here. Thankful for being, thank you for being a beautiful friend. So something like that you can add in there. So we can add that in there. Alrighty. Okay, just like that. And if you wanted to go ahead and ink that, you can. It just gets rid of that white, you know, the white lines on the card or on the paper, so you don't see those. And we can just go ahead and put that right there, or you can put it like this, or however you like. So and we can add that bird. Where did that bird go? I just saw him a minute ago. Oh, there he is. And we can go ahead and add that bird right there and pop him up. So There you go. So there's your second card, guys. So hope that you guys had fun and you know, use some of the techniques that I did on the card, and hopefully you guys you know, try it out. Tag me if you do at Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. I would really appreciate it. And so there you go. So hopefully you guys like that. So anyway, had fun. Talk to you soon. Bye.